The 50-year history of Lake Michigan Catholic Schools has produced many significant alumni. But tonight, we take a moment to recognize one family whose particular contributions to our school, passion for Catholic education, and belief in the LMC mission have left a long, lasting legacy.
My family is a family of 8 people. We have 6 children. I am the oldest. My youngest brother is 14 years younger than I am. We grew up in a modest home, which we still own. It's still in the family, on Walcott Avenue in St. Joseph. We could walk to school and walk home from school if need be. And Catholic education was very important to my parents, so all of us went to school, all 12 years at the same school. In fact, one thing I might say is that I felt that the school was part of our family because we spent so much time there.
Well, I think the fact that we were all so involved has a lot to do with it. And because my mother was there, my father had a lot of presence in a lot of different ways. And because there were so many of us, one after the other, and we all got very involved, that I think it was inherently just a part of what our family was about.
It's made us who we are, and we can't lose sight of that. We go our separate ways, we leave the town, we leave the school, but we come back.
My dad went to almost every game when I was in high school, even freshman and JV games. And that was very nice to see that, your dad is right there on the other side, on the parent side. And he became a fixture over there. Everybody knew where Mr. DaDan was.
My mom is a huge lover of history and government, and that's what she taught.
A lot of people do come up and say she was the best teacher I had. I remember your mom. I loved your mom. And it's very gratifying to hear that.
She raised 6 children to be very individual, very independent people.
Her goal wasn't just to educate. Her goal was to make kids free thinkers, think for themselves, think outside the box, give them the tools to put themselves in situations where they needed to think and think it through.
It was a large sacrifice financially for my parents to send us all 6 of us, to a Catholic school. LMC taught us how to love God, ways that we can love God, and how to love God through others and through service.
I think that, and it's not just my family, but I think the people that I grew up with and all the teachers in general just worked with a common sense of empowerment and integrity that once we left, we felt that it was important not just for us to benefit from, but to pay forward.
I am very lucky that I have the means to do what I can do, and I feel because I do have the means, I should be able to help other people that do not and give them the same opportunity that I had growing up with a good, solid Catholic education.
I love the school. I'm proud of where I came from. That was my foundation of where I came from. And it is important to keep that tradition going, to keep that spirit going in Southwest Michigan, because it is the best bang for the buck, education-wise, in the area.
So there are 6 children in my family. All went to Lake Michigan Catholic. We were cheerleaders, we were basketball players, football players, and we're just Lakers, and we'll be Lakers forever.
For a lifetime of demonstrated love of all things LMC, thank you to the DaDan family. True Lakers forever.